Hello everyone, it's me Saharadnan, back to you guys again with yet another very interesting and thought-provoking video based on English tenses. Join me on the journey of learning English tenses in less than a week and see how fast you can learn them. Mastering English tenses is a crucial part of effective communication, and it's something that many beginners and learners struggle with. So today, we are going to dive into the world of English tenses and explore how you can overcome the challenges related to them and become a pro at using them correctly and efficiently. What makes you feel that English tenses are difficult? When we talk about tenses, this is a concept that many beginners and many learners feel afraid of. What is a tense? A tense is a form of verb that allows you to express time. An action has occurred, or an action had occurred, or an action will occur. Tenses are actually the forms of verb that express a specific time. The tense of a verb tells us when an event or something existed or when a person did something. Tense is the time of verb's action or the verb's state of being, such as present, that is something happening now. Past, something happened earlier, or future, something which is going to happen. These are called the verb's time frame. What is a verb? A verb is a word that describes some action. There are the lexical verbs and there are the functional verbs. We have the helping verbs and we have the main action verbs. Fine. For example, walk, come, go, do, etc. Not do. And when we talk about helping verbs is am, are, do, does, will, would, should, and many more. So the tense of the verb tells you when an event happened, when did something exist, and when a person did something. Fine? Let's talk about it. I eat. I eat. Present. I ate. In the past. Second form of verb. I ate. That is, it's something which was done in the past. So this is the past. Okay. Now, I will eat. I will eat. This tells you that the action of eating something will be done in the coming time. The actual number of tenses in English language is something which is disputed. Why? English does not have a proper verb to refer to the future sense. Rather, futurity is expressed through helping verbs will and shall. Why are the tenses used? Tenses are used to represent time. They are used to represent time. Time is something which is a universal concept. Why I am saying it is a universal concept? I will explain this later. I'm coming to this point also. But before that, let me mention time has three divisions. Number one, past. That is something that was done in the time before now. Present, something, present time. Something which is being done now or which is done on daily basis. And number three, future. That is some action that will be executed in the coming time. Okay, now, these units of time, that is present time, past time, or future time, they are extra linguistic. They are beyond the domains of any grammar. Even if within the grammar of any language you do not have anything to refer to these concepts of time, the time even then exists. The past time had existed, the present time exists, and the future time will come also. If you do not have any grammar to refer to the time, even then the time exists. We only make linguistic references, focus on my words, linguistic references to these extra linguistic devices, that is the time units, by means of tenses. Fine? So as I mentioned you earlier, that English has basically two main tenses, present tense, which refers to the present time. For example, she's quite well today. And past tense, which refers to the past time. Yesterday, she was sick. Okay, let me tell you the pronunciation of yesterday. 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 I have to improve your pronunciation also. Along with other grammatical categories to focus upon, we will definitely improve other aspects of language learning also. So, yesterday. Yesterday. Yesterday, she was sick. Let's talk about present tense. A verb that refers to the present time is said to be in the present tense. Okay, let's talk about the formation. Number one, we have subject. Who is the subject? A subject is the doer of the action, who performs the action. Fine. Plus verb, base form. What do I mean by the base form? That is the root. And what do I mean by root? It has no inflections attached. You know about inflections. If you don't know, just wait for my upcoming video. I'll talk about inflections too in detail. So, subject plus verb, that is the base form without any inflection. For example, write, work, fine, plus object. Object is the entity on which the action is done. This is a formation for the plural subject. Let's talk about third person singular. What is the third person singular subject? He, she, it. Fine. He is a singular subject. She is a singular subject. It is a singular subject. If we have he, she, or it as the subjects, then there will be a change. With verb base form, we will add s or es. Fine. For example, es in case of she, wash plus es. Wash is the base form, which is the root. Wash. Plus we will add es. She washes the dishes daily. This shows the routine. Fine. I is an exception. I walk daily. Remember this exception. We have exceptions too. Though I is a singular subject. When I am going to replace this I in the subject category with he, which is the third person singular subject, then this walk will change into walks. Walk is the root form, that is the base form, plus s, which is the inflectional morpheme. So he walks daily. I eat an apple daily. If I'm going to replace this I with he, what it will become? He eats an apple daily. That is eat, which is the main verb, plus s. He eats an apple daily. Why this s with the verb? Just to show that he is a third person singular. And when there is a third person singular, he, she, it, so we are going to add s or es with the main verb. He eats an apple daily. It rains daily. These are the affirmatives. Let's talk about their negative. I do not walk daily. What will be the construction? Do and does are going to come. We use do with I, you, we, they. I is an exception, remember that. You, we, they are the plurals. With plurals we use do, and with singulars like he, she, it, we are going to use does. He does not, she does not, it does not. Fine? I do not, you do not, we do not, they do not. It does not rain daily. I do not walk daily. He does not walk daily. There is another important thing to remember. Whenever there is does in the sentence, the main action verb will not have an s or es with it. The very occurrence of does leads to the cancellation of s or es with the main verb. I cannot say that he does not walks daily. She does not eats daily. No. When there is does, the action verb will leave the s or es. He does not walk daily. What will be the construction? Subject plus helping verb plus not. Helping verb, that is do or does. Do with I, you, we, and they, plus does with the singulars he, she, it. What is the construction? Subject plus helping verb plus not, plus verb base form. Okay, let's talk about how do we make the interrogatives. In case of interrogative, the helping verb will come at the beginning of the sentence. Helping verb plus subject plus verb. For example, does it rain daily? Does he eat an apple daily? Along with a question mark at the end of the sentence. As I told you earlier that with do or does, there is no s with the verb base form. Tenses are not difficult. You just need to focus on the very basic things and keep them into your mind. You don't need to cram them. You just memorize them by correlating the things. When you correlate the things and when you just look at the uses rather than getting confused about the structural ambiguities, you are going to deal with the tenses in the easiest possible way. There are a few tenses which are more commonly used as compared to the rest. So you need to focus on them first, fine? Let's talk about the uses of present simple tense. The present simple tense is used to show habitual time statements, which are the part of your habit, which are the part of your daily routines. We use adverbs like every day, daily with them. He goes for a walk daily. We study every day. He goes to France every year. Second important thing, to show universal time statements and to show universal truths. How? 2 and 2 make 4. This is a universal truth. 2 and 2 make 4. The sun rises in the east, or the sun sets in the west. This is a universal truth. You cannot deny that. And the albatross is a big bird. Onions smell bad. These are the universal truths, and to show them, we use present simple tense frequently. So the first use was to show the habitual time, and second important use is to show universal truths and universal time statements. This is by far the most important and most common group of present tense. Okay, then it is used to refer to the planned or scheduled events. For example, we take a final exam at the end of the term. We, which is the plural, take first form of verb, and we know that when there is a plural subject, we don't add s or es with the word. This is something that I have already explained. Okay, the fourth important use is it is used in newspaper headlines. What will be the example? Peace talks fail. It is also used in commentaries like Moore passes the ball to Shelton. Moore now passes the ball to Shelton. Very good, very good. In the commentaries, it is used. It is also used to refer to exclamations, thoughts, and feelings. How? I think so. I like it. Here comes the winter. Here comes the winter. It is used to refer to the present state or condition. For example, he knows we are waiting for him. He, again, third person singular subject. Hence, along with the verb know, we are going to add s. He knows we are waiting for him. What's the next use? Simple present with future time reference. That is, we use simple present when we are referring to the future time. For example, the new term starts next week. New term. It is singular. So along with the verb start, we have added s. The new term starts next week. It is also used when we are talking about a timetable, usually a public one. Okay, what will be the example? The plane leaves for Amsterdam at 8 o'clock. Okay, another very important use. It is used in the conditional clauses which are introduced by if. You know, the clauses that have if in them, they are the conditional clauses. And there are three main types of conditional clauses. I will be uploading the videos related to conditional clauses in my upcoming videos, so stay tuned and stay subscribed. Don't forget to watch the videos for the information. It is also used in conditional clauses that are introduced by if. He will do it, will do it. This is something that is referring to the future time. If you pay him. Let's divide this into two parts. He will do it if you pay him. There is a condition. That is the act of him doing something. It is dependent on you paying him. He will do this provided if you are going to pay him. So the sentence is divided into two main clauses. Number one, the future, and number two, that is in the simple present. If you pay him. This is the first part. Then he will do it. So this is a conditional sentence type 1. If there are two clauses in the sentence, if a sentence has two clauses, then the type of the clause which is in the imminent future or the nearest future, the verb of that clause will be in present simple tense. And the second type, which is in the later future, the verb of that clause will be in the future tense. Fine? Now, he will do it if you pay him. The imminent future is you are going to pay him, then he will do it. So him doing something is the later part of the future, and you paying him is the earlier or the imminent part of the future. So the imminent part of the future, the verb of that clause will be in the simple present tense. Fine? Let's move to the next use of present simple tense. Simple present with past time reference. It is used with communication verbs. What are the communication verbs? Tell, hear, learn, etc. That shows some communication. So simple present is used with communication verbs to show the persistence in the present of the effect of the past communication. There was a communication in the past, and the effect of that past communication is persistent in the present. For example, John tells me that you have been abroad. You had been abroad, and John tells me this thing. The next use is present simple is used with always to show every time. I always make silly mistakes. The second type of the tense is present progressive tense or present continuous tense. The name of this tense is present progressive, but it is also called present continuous tense. And you can easily memorize it by correlating. When you say that the thing is still in progression, that means the thing is still continuing. It has not ended yet. So present progressive or present continuous tense actually tells you that an action is still continued at the present moment. As the name suggests, or as the name indicates, it suggests that something is going, or some action is going right now, some event is happening right now, or the person is doing something right now. Fine. Let's talk about the construction. The construction is very easy. For number one thing is we have the helping verbs is, am, are. Is used with he, she, it, or name. Name like Elsa, 11. The name refers to a singular person like Elsa, Anna, Barbara, and many more. He, she, it, they're also singular. So with singular persons or the singular subjects, we use is. With I, we use am. I am. And as far as are is concerned, it is used with the plural subjects like they, we, you. He is coming. She is coming. It is raining. Elsa is coming. Elsa is singing. So with singular subjects, we use is. I am walking right now. Am is used with I. They are walking right now. We are walking right now. You are walking right now. So let's talk about the formation of affirmatives. That is the positive statements. Subject plus helping verb plus verb base form. That is walk plus present participle. What is the present participle? This is ing, which shows you the continuity of something. So verb base form, that is walk, plus present participle ing, that will make walking, smiling, eating, running. Run plus ing, running. Walk plus ing, walking. Smile plus ing, smiling. Plus object. We. Now focus on this. What is we? We is a subject. Is it singular or plural? It is plural. We. That shows a collectivity. We. With plural, use are. We are. We are preparing for the final exam. Let's unsheath this sentence. Subject, we. Helping verb are, which comes with plural subject, plus prepare, which is the verb form, base form plus ing, present participle. Preparing for the final exam, which is the prepositional phrase. And final exam is the object for which we are preparing, which the subject is actually preparing itself. A time adverbial is often used to clarify in which meaning the verb is being used. For example, they are washing the dishes now. They are walking right now. It is especially frequent with transitional or dynamic verbs like arrive, come, go, land, etc. What are the dynamic verbs? Dynamic verbs, they show you some action like come, go, walk, run. While referring to a transition between two states or positions, the president is coming to USA this week. That shows the transition. President is not here. And president will come here from the other state. There is going to be a transition between two positions or two states. It is used to show planned or scheduled future events. The plane is taking off at 9:30 tomorrow. What is the other use? To emphasize that the state or action is temporary. We are currently living in California. It is not permanent because we might leave soon. To show things are changing over a longer period of time. The earth is slowly getting warmer. It's not earth, it's earth. Earth. The earth is slowly getting warmer. Okay, what will be the negative? I told you that in case we are going to make the negatives, with helping verbs, we use not. Fine? So subject plus helping verb plus not plus verb base form plus present participle plus object. We are not preparing for the final exam. We are not preparing for the final exam. Remember, it's not. No, you cannot say. We are not preparing for the final exam. If you want to sound like a native speaker, you have to learn these things. There are certain sounds which are not mandatory or not necessary to be pronounced. Like to, and not. You cannot say not. With a sudden brisk jerk. We are not preparing for the final exam. Okay, in case of interrogatives, I told you, this is not interrogative, this is interrogative. Interrogatives. So in case of interrogatives, I told you the helping verb will come at the beginning of the sentence. Helping verb plus subject plus verb base form plus present participle plus object. For example, are we preparing for the final exam? So what was the affirmative? We are preparing for the final exam. Negative, we are not preparing for the final exam. Interrogative, are we preparing for the final exam? He is walking now. He is not walking now. Is he walking now? It is raining outside. It is not raining outside. Is it raining outside? She's coming to meet me tomorrow. She's not coming to meet me tomorrow. Is she coming to meet me tomorrow? Okay, now, abracadabra, you are getting proficient in learning English with the passage of time. Trust me. If you're going to watch my videos, a time will come when you're going to feel that yes, there is a change in you. Okay, there's a homework for you. Abracadabra. My screen is showing you the passage. Identify the verbs. What are the verbs? Action words that show you some action. Identify the verbs and change the tense of the verbs into simple present tense. Second important homework is write down 5 sentences based on present progressive tense. You have to do this homework. It is very important for your progress in English language learning. You are going to listen to my lecture and then you have to focus on the instructions and the rules that I have provided you. And third important thing, you have to do the homework. Then you have to ask yourself about your progress. Have you progressed a bit or not? Progress is gradual. Progress is something slow. You cannot expect yourself to be proficient in a complete English discipline within no time. It takes time. It takes courage, it takes motivation, it takes persistence, it takes consistency, and much more. So don't get confused. Stay easy, stay normal. When you are at a normal pace, when you're in a normal peace of mind, you learn things well. So there's much more to come in the upcoming videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends who are interested in learning English language naturally. Stay subscribed, stay tuned, stay blessed. Thank you.